I gotta turn that light off on that camera. It's morning, guys. Survived pretty comfortably, actually. My mom just called on the cell phone there, and she said just checking to see how I made out and everything. So fireplace worked great all night, and it's actually I turned it back on again, and I'm gonna show you guys the temp. Let me unplug the camera. I'm probably gonna be out of it this morning, but that's okay. I slept in the middle of the night. Somebody drove by in a truck and was honking their horn for some reason. Not near me, but somewhere close by where I could hear the honking. Anyway, 62.9 Fahrenheit inside at the kitchen countertop here. 60% humidity, which is good. 34.2 Fahrenheit outside at 74% humidity. The candles are still going. I think, well, the one is, what happened was, inside there was a piece of cotton from before, so that kept this thing going all night. It's still nice and warm. Let's see what the top is. Now the top's dead cold. And my remote near the fire, I actually just bumped it back up to 60. I dropped it to like 57 or something at night, but it's close to hitting temp again. I doubt it, but I won't run it for too long because she's gonna be by in an hour or so to pick me up. And go from there. Yeah, cell phone, I had it charging on the off-grid overnight, no big deal. I'll give you those stats right now. Since the sun's out, we're back up to 14 volts for both. And what I'm gonna do, since some people want the readings, this is the oldest battery I have, the orange one. It says it's 16 Celsius, 1.4 amps coming in off the solar. The LED light is drawing 0.4 amps, and we're at 611 amp hours. And there you go. And then we'll do the blue one if I can reach. I have this shelf sticking out that's in the way, so I'll do what I can here, guys. For the blue one, hopefully you can see it. I can't even reach it actually. Okay, I won't bother doing the blue one because then I'll have to tear down my shelf. So hopefully Stu will be happy enough for that. I'm going to turn the inverter on and charge the Dyson because for some reason that did not want to function for me. Aha. Yeah. The Dyson did need a charge. So right there's that green light on that transformer. Dyson was dead. So that's why it wouldn't work. Though I left it on a full charge last time I was here. So whatever. At least the sun's out, so I don't have to worry about anything. My fan here is still running off a Primo's Power Pack. Primo's Power Pack is just barely doing it, so it got me overnight fine. It's just at its last end of the battery. And then let's check on Charles's big power pack here. He's the one that ran the fireplace all night, and he's down to 58%. So not too bad. Not bad at all, guys. Pretty nice. So I need to get the FLIR camera and get blinded by this camera again in the morning. horrendous. Okay. But pretty comfortable sleeping, guys, I gotta say. I got a good amount of sleep there. That was great. Okay. So, fireplace, 300 and some odd. What's our ceiling level look like? You guys see me? Yeah. So, ceiling above the fireplace, since I just turned it on this morning again, it's reading about 66 on the ceiling. All the way back to you guys. 61 Fahrenheit here. Above the bed. 61 Fahrenheit. So, from using this FLIR camera, guys, I got 60 on the walls. I think the survival blanket is helping keep the entire room temperature around what I had the fireplace set at, which was 60. Even near the, other than the window, obviously, we got 60 here. I should show this on camera because that's kind of cool. Whoops. Now that we can see the window, we got some daylight here, so the window is blue, meaning cold, right? And it is reading 58. Beside it, here's the walls of the tiny house, 61 Fahrenheit. So, pretty neat. There's some of the survival blanket hanging down. It's actually reading a little bit hotter. Notice that's the survival blanket hanging down there. Whoops. And notice how it's keeping the heat, even though it is just hanging there and not on the wall. See how it's kind of warmer, and I'm pointing the target zone right at it. It's at 63, and whereas if I move over to the window, we're down to 59. So pretty cool. So that survival blanket's material, that Mylar, is doing a hell of a job, I think. Now here's the door, so this will be cool. No, it's not actually. 61 Fahrenheit. What's the, here's the candle. It's still going. 11 or 111. The middle rod is actually warmed up now. It is at 91. The bolt, I should say. What's the back wall say? 61 with the Canadian flag. 62. My bed, where I was sleeping all night, it's about the same. The wall beside my bed, 60. I'm gonna go into the storage room, see how cold it is back here, since it's kind of isolated, but maybe not. 62. Oh wait, yeah, 60. Oh, 57. 61 on this back survival wall. 58. It keeps changing. That's the survival wall there, guys. Well, storage wall. But it's covered with the survival blanket material. And it is a cold zone. It is definitely cooler back here, but not by much. So I can then compare my old ceiling to the new and see what happened there. So there's the FLIR again. I hate when that thing keeps shutting off. I think there's a setting I can remove that. So back here we're sitting about 61. I think it's 61 throughout the tiny house because you know, the fireplace was maintaining the temp in here. So that's cool. And the window. So we got 56 in the window. and about 59.2 on the wall in here, so it's a little cooler. Weird hot spot up there, but that's the survival blanket material. So probably found something. I'll check the bathroom area, which is super. That's another cold zone with the FLIR camera. We'll do that. Oh, I got some reflection on this pipe. Off the aluminum, I mean. It absorbs some of the heat sink. Alright, so the cold zone, let's try this. Let's try the window in the bathroom, guys. 55. And then, yeah, it's pretty cool in here. 55, 55, 58 by the shower. The far back wall of the tiny house, 56. My water tank's probably pretty cold. 57, about the same. This wall, right behind the Nature's Head toilet, 56 Fahrenheit. Solar. Now see that orange coming through? I saw that in the last video. I don't think that's the solar wires coming in. I believe that's the heat coming through that corner seam here. See how there's a gap there where I can kind of see some of the radiant material? I believe that's what that is. So nothing to panic about on wires, guys, because I can do this right now and tell you for sure. Are they warm? No. Not warm at all. Dyson is done charging. Hard to believe. See if the Dyson. Next time on Ghost Hunters. Da -da -da -da. So yeah. So, and there's my tapestry thing. That's kind of it's actually pretty warm, 64, but it is close to the fireplace. What about up here at that? There's a piece of survival blanket hanging down there. 59 Fahrenheit. Huh. Oh, I'll do the ceiling back in here because it's uncovered. 57. Yeah, so this is kind of a colder room because it's not getting a lot of heat because I have it kind of blocked off, right? And then this is nice and cozy because you could just, like I said, if you wanted to, you could have your bed closer to the heat source. Like, that's not a big deal, but that's the way it is. Now, I did have I got a hole up here that is somewhat covered up, but it's not getting any air in here, so that's good. 65 at the ceiling. 65. And remember, guys, I just turned the heat on, so the readings I just gave at 60 are bumping right back up because the heat's back on, right? So, pretty damn comfortable. So I'm gonna say successful night at the tiny house. A lot of this work paid off. Oh, I didn't die from carbon monoxide, right? CO detector's right here with the battery in it. Ta-da! So there you go. Everybody, kept me safe. It would have went off during the night if I needed it, so that's a good thing. Floor is comfortable in here. I can't explain that other than the fact that overnight the heat from inside the tiny house would be penetrating the floor and then keeping it warm. You guys want to hear the noisy fan that was in the fireplace? Maybe not. Let me hook it up to Charles's power pack here, and we will do so. This is the noisy bugger you guys were complaining to me about to get rid of. So we'll turn him on. That's the squealer. I bet if I blow him out of dust. Oops. That's him. Wasn't the other ones. I can attempt to repair this guy on my workbench back there. So he can go with this one. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of these items need to come home with me. I'm due for a shower. And, what am I gonna have for lunch today? What time is it? Well, it's 9:30 a.m. I would like to sleep in longer, but you know, that's the way it is sometimes. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. Anybody know what this is? This crack on my knuckles, but it's pretty gross. I can do that to the wrist too. That's pretty gross. Oh. Fireplace hit temp again. Shut off. Doesn't take long, guys. Probably why I saved a ton of propane. So fireplace is off. And it's actually above, so it's at 61 Fahrenheit. And though these little fans in here, guys, remember, like I said, they're running 24/7 until their little power pack dies. So, believe it or not, Charles's power pack down there could run this the rest of the day, and then I could swap over to his other one, which is there. But I'm gonna put all these on charge during the daytime. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kill the propane for today, because then she is coming to pick me up. Looks like good thing I left the cardboard under there. Yeah, when you're using the propane tank, it will condensate on the outside, and you'll have water like that. So, kind of a good thing that I had the cardboard there. But if it's outside, it's not as a big deal. Now, what I do need to do is shut the inverter off down below. There's that done. And now, so what I would do now, guys, if I wanted to stay in here for the rest of the day, I would plug the USB ports into this thing, and then just plug that into the solar and charge up my power packs, and would be totally good to go, right? So that's kind of the options you got. That's what I would prefer to do, because then I'm not draining the power packs down during the day, but yet I'm charging them. I'm gonna take a swig of water here. I thought I was gonna get a lot more done at the tiny house, but the live chat was going pretty well, so I stayed a little later. So on that, and then what else is going on? Oh yeah, I gotta blow the candles out. I gotta run these fans for a little bit just to get rid of the heat. I'll blow these candles out over here, or a candle, because I think the other one's burned out. Lift this off. So yeah, it's a piece of cotton down there, kept me going all night, which is okay. That's a smoky bitch. Look at that. So that worked really well. But I would suggest not using little tea candles. Do I have any over here? Well, well, you could use tea candles, but what I'm saying is, use a lot. Here they are. Tea candles. 100% paraffin candles. So these guys, if you can pop them out of these metal containers and place them all over that clay dish there, and then put them on a heat source where they kind of melt and combine, like mine did on the fireplace, then all you do is light the candle all the way around, and you'll have a lot more runtime than 4 hours per candle, because you're going to get a ton more wax, right? So, I'm getting smoked out here. I think that was a cotton ball in there, but it did work. It kept running all night, so that's okay. Whoa, smoky. Yeah, so next on my routine is get a nice shower in, change of clothes, jump on YouTube, because I normally release my videos 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, and go from there. Leaving my headlamp here. Now I'm going to charge up batteries, and oh, that's what I want to do right now. The only thing I haven't done yet is use the battery charger properly on this USB thing that's right here. So I want to use this thing, so if I set the camera up, hopefully without it falling over and destroying itself, we'll find out. Hope so. Alright, you guys can semi-see that. I'm going to put these batteries in the battery charger, and then I'm going to see if this thing will actually charge them, because last time it wasn't getting enough power. No. So that's kind of lame, actually. What I can do, maybe,